Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here, and this video is not suitable for children under the age of 13. This is aimed at young collectors and adult collectors. Let's start the video. Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here. A little bit different. I know it's been a while since the review, so I thought with my birthday being last week, I had a few things I had to take care of, and I just haven't had a chance to do any videos, so everything's kind of like been put back on hold. But that being said, I thought I'd show off the haul I got for my birthday. My nieces they went crazy, but I did get a good few things that it will be coming to the channel. I'm going to show off a few things that I did get a while ago at Christmas, and I never showed in the channel. I think they're on Instagram. If you follow me there, you would have seen them. But yeah, so let's kick things off. So I got this back at Christmas, the Dx9 Ghost Starscream. I love these legend figures, and I've been meaning to do the review, so expect this down the line very, very soon, especially with the Arc coming, which I have pre-ordered. I wasn't going to, but I have pre-ordered the Arc, and the reason I want it is because of the fact it can open up, and I don't really care for the transformation into robot mode, so I want it to put those third-party legend figures inside, because it looks like the core class can do it. So when them being the same size, I think that would be good as well. Next, another one for my Christmas I got that I never showed was the Dx9 Ancestroid, that Beast Wars looking hot rod. That is an incredible figure. Again, I just haven't had time. I really haven't had time, and I think I'm going to actually show off some of the third party ones, just for the reasons that, like, you start to notice a few things, especially with the new figures coming out. Does it matter how well they look or show? I guess it just really depends, doesn't it? And that's one of the reasons how I've just kind of like stopped kind of like uploading videos for a while. I really took a dislike to YouTube for a little bit, and that's me being honest. It is kind of, it kind of grinds on you. It really does, when you're trying to, especially if you're an editing background, that is what you do. And I'll explain some more of that later on in the video, what I'm going to be doing next. But there will be some reviews, but don't expect this channel just be all reviews now. So, the Holy Grail, well, one of them was a Generation 1 Galvatron, and I wanted to show you this off just now, and this is the only time, guys, you will see this. This is complete. Everything's here for it. The problem is the decals are so worn, it's unbelievable. The chrome needs touched back up. So the reason I'm showing this off just now is there will be a restoration video. I've not done one in a very long time, and that's what I can't wait to show you. The decals are here, so that was a part of my birthday as well. I got a bunch of decals which I'll show off in the bots, for 2 sets actually, because like those videos have done really well over time, and I thought I'd do them out. Like the other two I've never really finished up on. But yeah, Generation 1 Galvatron, and he will have a video very soon. Just while it's next to me, birthday present myself, and there's another one there, it's just at the bottom of the pile. Studio Series Hot Rod. Yeah. When I get to the review, I'll explain it. I've seen many reviews now of it. Yeah, so I'll get to that at the time. So one thing my nieces got me, they wanted me to get Shatter. So they got me the little charger ones. I'm not a big fan of these things, but it's what my nieces get me. And this will stay sealed. I always keep things that they get me, like wee oddities like this, sealed because they got me it. I've got a few over on the side, and I think there's another one up in the wall somewhere that they get me, and I just keep these little things sealed because they're just special to me. And that continues with this next thing. It's kind of like a little joke transformer. It's completely knockoff. But if you remember back at least 89, I believe, McDonald's had like their own transformers, like the meals turned into transformers, like the hamburger box turned into a robot, etc. So I've got my very own hamburger that transforms into a robot, and it's Power Machine War Hero Happy Birthday Transfor. Legit, I mean, you could not make this up. And the quote on it: 5 happy man to wait for you. Yeah. The other thing they got me, this I absolutely love. I've got Optimus Prime. It's got all the parts with it. I don't care, it's been opened, but that is so cool. Mr. Potato Head, it's Optimus Prime. So yeah, I love that. My nieces really did know how to pick for me. One thing my wife got me, if you do follow me on Twitch, she got me Legend of Zelda for the Switch. I've got it for the Wii U from a few years back, and I wanted it for the Switch. It's a fantastic game. I don't mind playing through it all the time. So I've been planning to get back into streaming as well. Again, I'll explain more near the end of the video what I've been doing in the spare time. Brand new wallet. This is what, actually I did need a new wallet. I had a Marvel one I've had for about 10-12 years, so finally I got a Transformers one. Another present to myself. I got Alternative Universe, of course, Dead Optimus Prime. So I don't know if he'll be in a video. I doubt it. I've done Earthrise Prime to Death with Get It, with that one there I just showed, with obviously the add-ons, the decals, everything. And then you had Nemesis Prime, which was the Siege Prime with the Earthrise trailer. And this is no different, it's just a repaint. Different mechanics in the sense of, like, so the face with the battle damage. So I really doubt it will be in a video. I really doubt it. It's just one of those things. If it does, it happens. It might just make an appearance, just purely because of how long it's been. And I've done the videos to death now with that actual main body of the figure. Again, present to myself. I was actually really nice to myself. Scourge. So he's okay. I'm quite surprised with him. Kind of like an okay transformation, much better than the Titan Returns one, which I hated. And that's never made an appearance because I've got it all decaled up, but I wanted a better Scourge, and this is it. I am not buying 3. One's enough for me. I'm not going that far. The only thing I hated, they kind of like broke my box in delivery, which I hate, especially these Studio Series ones. I want them still in the box. I've taken them out for the videos, then they're going back in just now until I've got more space in here, I guess. Next, a present from my wife. She got me the Asex Grimlock. This is a cracking figure. It reminds me so much of the Masterpiece Grimlock I've got behind me. So out of those, this is the closest to a Masterpiece. I do not believe Hot Rod's anywhere near good as a Masterpiece, especially like when you've got the MP09, the Hasbro version, and then the Cara Hot Rod. I can't remember his number for the life of me. I can't even see it. But this is really good. This is actually one of the better ones when it comes close to the masterpiece. But again, when I get to his review. And finally, one thing I wasn't expecting, and again, this is from my mum. So the Astro Rod was from my mum, and this is from my mum. Now, I am not a big fan of the live action movies, but I'm a fan of Hot Rod. And one thing I hated was we never really got a good Hot Rod figure. From the actual movie, we got that so-so one from the toy line at the time. The studio series is completely hit and miss with the live action figures. It completely, it just depends what you get, and I've said that God knows how many times, and that's how I just didn't collect them. There's a few I've got, and then the rest I just didn't bother with. But this I was over the moon with. I have got the Cyber Knight Ellie Heil, which is of course the masterpiece. I've got it open this side. The masterpiece version of the Last Knight Hot Rod. That will be in a video. This is a fantastic figure. If you're a Hot Rod fan, this is the figure we should have got back at the Last Knight, and it just had to be third party again that knocked it out the park. So that I can't wait to show off in a video. I really can't. The decal sets I was talking about, soon we'll see Untitled Warrior Superion. I had to get this one done. I haven't got Menasor, but I wanted this one done, and this looks fantastic. So that was one I decaled up, and then lastly decaled up Optimus Maximus, all the parts. So this I can't wait to show off, and those will be down the line, similar to what I've done with Bruticus and Defensor, which became like 2 popular videos on the channel. So what have I been up to? Basically, college has took over 90%, but a lot of personal stuff is happening, and that's got to come first, unfortunately, with things even over college work. So I've got to make sure that's all sorted. On top of that, I've been trying to get my music done. I'm in the process of creating like a 5-track album, mini album of synth. Now, that's a goal I've set myself, 5 tracks, just to start things off. I don't want to try and go overboard. 5 I thought was plenty, and they'll be on the new channel I've created, the Neon Omen one, which I'll link in the description box below. It's time consuming learning how to make music. I've never done it before, but I'm not scared to try and do something like that, especially with some of the things like I have taught myself over the years how to film, do photography, stuff like that, like editing and creating even like short movies. It's something that I can't wait to do and actually let you guys hear. Got a few ideas for like names for the tracks, and then like say how I want it to sound. And if you're a fan of synth, you'll probably like it. I've got a certain taste I do like, and this is like the sound I want to hear when I create it. And top of that, with the going forward the channel, like I said, reviews is pretty much going to be when I want to do them. That's me being honest now. I've got a lot of toy hacks I can go through. Toy hacks always do well on my channels, but the new figures, I'm going to be honest with you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have the best editing skills in the world, etc, etc, etc. They don't do shit. So I'm not overly fuss rushing out new figures now. I really ain't. I'm not wasting my time for it. It sounds really harsh, but I've got to be honest. I'd rather be honest with you guys than just bullshit yous. I've been feeling it for a while. I was actually considering taking at least a year away, just because that way you can like fall out of love creating. Like, why waste your time type of deal. It sounds silly, it really does, but like when you're trying to get cause work done, and then you're trying to get everything else put in place, like you're trying to create your music, you're trying to make sure things in your personal life are okay, and then you're trying to make a video, and like you'll do your own things. There's a style I like, and it just really doesn't hit anything. And I've noticed it the last couple of weeks, and that's how I really haven't pushed myself. There's no point. So it's basically when I want to do the videos now, especially with reviews. So that being said, there is something I want to try, which might take a little bit while to create, which was going to be a breakdown review of the Netflix series, and I was going to get Danny to help me on that one, and that's something that's still going to be done. The other thing I was going to be doing is ranking the seasons from Generation 1, and what I mean by that is it's not going to be just a standard like let's sit and talk about it. I was going to get the animation done, script writing, everything. There was like a unique style I want it to look like. To break it down, it's just obviously going to be my personal opinion, what I think of, like, where does this season rank with that season, etc, etc. So that's that. In the next, I'd say it's going to be at least a month to 2 months before I go into full production of that, because with script writing, that's okay, but then you want this certain look of how you want it to look, and you want it to look like something nobody's seen on this side, because like, let's be honest, 90% of us, when we're doing these toys reviews, while they're holding it up or it's in front of a camera, I want this video to be something that you've never seen. I tested the waters with the movie review. For a first attempt it was okay. I know now I can do 10 times better, especially with the software I'm given. And next week the brand new PC arrives, which is going to be even more powerful. So the amount of stuff I can do then is going to be like 10 times compared to what I can do just now. So that's like things in the future. That being said, it's just been a trying time. I'm going to be honest with you. It's nothing to do with COVID. It's just things in life just get you down. It's absolutely shit. Try your best to keep going. So if anybody's been wondering where I am, or the fact that I took kind of like a social media break, in the sense like you haven't seen me in Discord, or I'm away from Discord, shit like that, it is purely this. It is, you just kind of like, you need it. That being said, okay, so because it was the birthday haul where I wanted to put something out, I wanted to let at least you guys see it. There's 3 channels I want to shout out, okay? And I wanted to leave this last. All descriptions are going to be in the description box below. And the channels I want to see get some love and attention. First up, Ninja Bill. I don't know any times this guy's never messaged me. He messages me the random times of the night. Bill, I love you. But I know he set a goal. He wanted a goal. Fortunately, it's kind of stuck. So, if you've never seen Ninja Bill, I want you guys to go over, check him out, drop him a sub, and I want to try and get him to at least 400 soon. I want to see that 400 for him. He deserves it, totally deserves it. Nice guy, total gentleman. I couldn't give him any more high praise how he's been towards me. Secondly, Danny Dolphin. I love her to bits. She has been a great friend, and somebody I do inspire to with likes of how to create stuff, especially with the background she's got. And she's close to 2k, and she more than deserves it. She absolutely more than deserves it. And it's, to me, it's shocking how it's not happening. She deserves it, and I want to see her get 2k. So if you haven't subscribed to Danny Dolphin, please subscribe to her. And finally, this isn't a Transformers channel, but it's a podcast from my friends. That I've known them for years, in the sense of I watched their content for years, and I've became friends with them. And they're from Wales, and it's a podcast called The Big Fat Chat, and it's one of the funniest things ever, with two legendary Welsh YouTubers, the Angry Welshman, Dan. And back in the day, with the COD trolling, you had the legendary Dialing Ping. And these two guys have done this podcast for a couple of years now. And it's some of the funniest stuff you've ever going to hear. Like, if you want to hear about a Mr. Man taking a stage dive, or a killer raccoon, this is a great podcast. It is really funny. And it's always different topics. They never really sit in the one thing, which is fantastic. So I'm going to leave the link for the Big Fat Chat. I'd love to see those guys get to 500. Really do. They more than deserve it. As for me, if I can get to 550, I'm happy. I've been stuck in 545 for donks, but I don't really care now. I really don't. But yeah, guys, so it's kind of a birthday haul update video. I'll be back soon. I've shot half a video with the Studio Series 44 Optimus Prime cab. Because it's the trailer cab with the decals, I've got to break it all down, and I'm going to be doing other things. I think what you're going to see is just pure concentration on the decal side just now, so I can clear my feet with some of the bots I've got ready to go out, and that's the only thing. There's just so much that I've held off for the last 4 months, and then you're trying to rush out with a new figure to try and at least generate some interest. So that's how I'm not really fussed. I'd rather show off something unique, in the sense of Atlas with the decals, or the Studio Series 44 Optimus Prime cabin trailer with the decals, which I hate the figure, I love the look, and that's the thing. There's like so many things that I can show off, which I'd rather do than here's Huffer shit. There you go, there's the review. So do you know what I mean? It's one of those things. Things might change, I don't know, but as of everything standing just now, the Toy Hacks videos, because I've got abundance, and then obviously Studio Series, I'd rather show those off, and then see where we go from there. But guys, thank you so much. I don't know when the Optimus Prime video will be released. It could be within the week, and then I'll take it from there, what's coming next. It probably will be a Studio Series, it probably will be cut up. I'm doing those guys in order, and then I'll keep yous updated, but the way things are just now, it could be like hiatus short term, without notice, and that's just purely because things happen, and it's really recent, and that's all I can say. That's all I'll say about it, and that's going to take my full attention. So guys, thank you, and I'll see you hopefully all in the next Optimus Wilbur reviews. See you soon. Thank you for everyone to tune in today's video. If you want to make baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band, it does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.